Hey, this is Mike. Got in our first 2015 Challenger, and it just so happens to be the Challenger RT with the Scat pack, and it is just amazing. Really amazing vehicle, tremendous amount of power, it looks awesome, tons of features, and never really seen anything like this car. This is the granite crystal metallic paint, and hopefully you can see in the video here while we're looking at the paint. Let's check out this awesome decal, RT, modern RT decal there on the hood. But those wheels are awesome. There's a specific term which I can't remember for those wheels, but they are 20-inch. We'll check out the window sticker when we get in the vehicle. But it does have the 4-piston Brembo brake system, and really cool. One of the features is that it does have remote start, so I'm going to go ahead and start it up. But before I do that, I'm going to walk towards the back so we can hear the exhaust. Probably one of the best sounding new vehicles I've ever heard. Probably the best sounding. This one has the backup camera, which is located right there. It has the backup sensors across the bottom. And let's go ahead and open up the trunk here using the key. And they just washed it, so it's still a little bit wet. I just wanted to get the video immediately as soon as they cleaned it. But here's the trunk. It's got plenty of room. Now, one thing I haven't found yet, which I might have to update this video. That is, this has a 9-speaker Alpine sound system, and it says there's a subwoofer, and I haven't been able to find it. It's probably hidden somewhere under here. You've got your battery, paperwork, stuff like that, and it doesn't have a spare tire, but it does have this tire pump, so with some fix-a-flat or something in it. Nice wide tires. They are the Goodyear Eagle RSA squared, I guess. Now, we did add some legal tint to the windows, so this doesn't come with tinted windows from the factory. It does have the proximity key, so if it's locked, I just put my hand there and it unlocks it. Alright, here's the inside of the front door. Got like a little pocket there, bottle holder there. It's got the Alpine badge here. Controls for your door. It has a power seat, power sliding forward, back, and lumbar on the driver's side. Passenger side is a manual seat. And look at these seats. It's got the embroidery here, RT, on both of the seats, and they are a Napa leather suede. Napa leather and suede seat. You got your leather out here and then your suede inserts. And the back, not much leg room in the back, as you can see, but you do have some back seats, and they do fold down in case you need more room for the trunk. But they are the suede and Napa leather in the back as well. super comfortable seats. I mean, this is just an amazing vehicle. So anyway, I have to push the buttons as I use the remote start, and turn the fan down a little bit, even though it's a hot day. Just kind of soaking it in. Love the new style of the interior. I like this a lot better. The steering wheel, everything about it. This center console, the way the shifter looks, and then the 14s and before has the big screen now, which is a huge improvement. Now the steering wheel, it has your racing grip feel up there. Now I'm kind of surprised it doesn't have the flat bottom like an SRT, but it does have an SRT engine, which is amazing, but we'll get into that soon enough. There's your steering wheel. Cruise control settings are on that side. Your volume for your radio is on the back of the steering wheel here, and I can change to the stations on this side. And your paddle shifters are here, so when you put it in sport mode, you can shift through the gears fairly fast with the paddle shifters, and it's just a matter of milliseconds it can go in each gear. It's really amazing. Got your automatic headlights and stuff there. Now here's your gauges. On the right and left, you have like a sporty retro style speedometer. It goes up to 180 miles an hour. Hopefully you can see that. It's a little bit of a glare here from the sun, but 180 miles an hour. And then you've got your tachometer there, RPMs, and in the center we've got like a digital screen, and this is where you'll find your fuel gauge and your temperature, stuff like that. But I'm going to kind of scroll through it. At the top here you can see which menu system you're in. Screen setup, speedometer, vehicle info. This is where you'll find your tire pressure, coolant temperature. Now it's got a neat gauge. Let me see if I can get in there closer. Man. Okay. Maybe you can see it there. It's got a pretty neat looking gauge look to it when you're scrolling through. Let me get back up here. Scrolling through this stuff. Engine power, engine torque. Wow. Tire pressure. Just going through it again, so because there's some stuff in here that I'm not familiar with. The engine torque, I guess in the moment it gives you a gauge of what you're dealing with your torque. Let me put it in gear. Alright, so just sitting here in drive with my foot on the brake, I've gotten a little bit of torque there. So I'm going to go back up here. Oh, not that way. I'm going to go to the right. Engine horsepower. I don't know. And I can't really drive this vehicle at all, so we're just gonna have to just look at it on the lot here. Engine power, pretty neat. Now let's go down here to performance. Reaction time, different timers, braking, current G-forces. That is awesome. Peak G-forces, lap timer, lap history, top speed. That is awesome. Alright, let's scroll down here. Fuel economy. There's the trips, audio, messages, screen tab. Okay, so we're scrolling through again. And there's a speedometer. So, pretty cool stuff there. It's all new to me. But the buttons I'm used to go through that system are right here. Your up and down, your OK button, stuff like that, right and left. Down here is your Bluetooth buttons for voice recognition and your Bluetooth. You can answer the phone or make calls using these buttons here once your Bluetooth phone is paired. Now here's your touchscreen. Now it is pretty standard, similar to what they had last year in some vehicles. You got your radio there, media. This is where you have USB, auxiliary, Bluetooth, and SD card inputs to play music on the system. Controls, right now I've got the ventilated seats on. It feels pretty good. You got heated seats, ventilated seats, heated steering wheel, and same thing on the passenger. Now you don't have those settings in the rear. But you also have your settings, your auto dim mirror, and you can turn your screen off there. Climate control, this is basic, your basic how much air you want to come out, how cold you want or hot you want it, where you want the air to blow, stuff like that. Now you have some redundant buttons down here that does the same thing, but it's nice to have it on the touchscreen as well. Here's where you pair your phone. Once your phone is paired, you'll have your phone book, recent calls, stuff like that. Favorites on the top, you can make calls, you can see who you're talking to. There's different settings involved with that, but also transfer. That transfer button there is when you want to make your phone call private, and it goes back to your regular phone. So if you got other people in the vehicle and you want to make calls and it's a private phone call, you hit the transfer button, it goes back to your cell phone. Now right here, it's got some cool buttons. Super Track Pack. I'll have to find out what that is because I do not know. Sport mode. That's basically what this car is all about, as far as getting you the vehicle to get at its peak performance when you push that button. Parking sensors, you can turn those off. Traction control, you can turn that off if you want to do donuts, which is very likely in this vehicle. And your climate control buttons are down there. This is your shifter, and this one has an automatic transmission. It's the Torque Flight 8-speed transmission. And your shifter is here. Now I can go ahead and put it in reverse like that. This one does actually slide, unlike some of the other 8-speeds that you just kind of bump back and forth. This one slides back and holds its position. Very comfortable too. It kind of reminds me of a modern version of a like an old-timey muscle car shifter in a way. But when I put it in reverse, two things will happen. One is your backup camera will show up, and it seems like the clarity is a little bit better on the 15s as far as the colors and stuff like that. Not so much of it's a little bit of a wide angle lens, but not too distorted. And the other thing that pops up is your backup sensors here. So basically you have a picture of your car actually, and it looks just like a Challenger. So has pretty good graphics there. And you have the sensors. Now if I back up to something, this little thing will beep and also show me which direction I'm getting close to something, so that way you don't run into anything. So that's that. Now I'm gonna put it in neutral. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it in drive. And instead of sport mode being on the shifter, you've got an M there, and I'm pretty sure that's a manual mode. So in order to put it in manual mode, you let's see here. Manual mode engage. Okay, so basically, yeah, go over that way. There we go. I figured it out. It's different from the other shifter. Sorry about that. You just basically slide it over here, and then now it's that M illuminates. The back here is drive. So like that, and then it shows you're in manual mode. Then you can shift through using your paddle shifters and like go rocket right through the gears the way you want them to be, similar to like a manual transmission, except for faster than what you could humanly do with a clutch and a shifter. You can, like, it supposedly it's milliseconds changing gears. Once you hit the button, you're already in that gear. So that's a pretty cool feature. Alright, you got a little pocket there, possibly with a key or your cell phone or anything there. Cup holders here, and I'm going to try my best to be able to have access to this vehicle at nighttime, so I can get in here and show you what everything looks like at night, and as well as the exterior too, because it's really cool looking. Here's the center console. This lifts up. This is where you'll find your SD card, USB, and auxiliary inputs, as well as a power supply, and there's a little pocket here, and it is suede lined. It says Dodge Brothers. That's interesting. Glove compartments here. It's cool, it's got that Challenger over there next to the vent. Rear view mirror, pretty much the same that you've seen before in other vehicles. And it does have the auto dim feature. Here's your garage door controls, tap lights, place to put your sunglasses, and it looks kind of small, but maybe maybe some sunglasses may not fit. I don't know, but there's a place there. Visors has mirrors and lights, and a little slider there. Same thing on that side. Let's take a look at this window sticker. Scat pack. This is where the pause button comes in handy in case you want to look at something. I'm going to go faster than what you can read. And it says this has a 506 watt amplifier, 9-speaker with subwoofer. And unless it's underneath the seat or something, I haven't seen the subwoofer, so I may have to leave that in the comments when I find it, or maybe make a separate video. It says it gets 25 on the highway with a 6.7 liter V8, 485 horsepower, 25 miles on the highway. That's hard. It's kind of hard to believe, but I guess it's possible with modern technology. Alright, let's look underneath the hood. Powered by SRT, 6.4 liter Hemi V8, large displacement engine, 392 cubic inches. Alright, I'm going to try to do some video at night so you can see what it looks like, and if possible, I can't promise anything, if possible, maybe take this down the road slowly, just so you can get an idea of what it sounds like. But if you have any questions or anything, any comments, anything that you would like to add, maybe you know where the subwoofer is, let me know. Leave it in the comments so everybody can see. I really want to improve my videos as much as possible, so maybe you can help me out with that. And my phone number and email address will be in the description as well. Alright, see you next time.